competition. So I don't want to go in detail about the great power competition. Rather, I will focus on the potential of Balochistan under CPEC and how can Pakistan engage the youth of Balochistan under CPEC. Everybody knows there is a tremendous potential as far as Balochistan is concerned, and how can this potential be capitalized under CPEC? So my focus first would be on scholarships. How can the youth of Balochistan be engaged under CPEC in the context of scholarships? Like it has become a buzzword that Pakistan has the world's largest population, that its populations nearly 60%, which is based on the youth. So we need to understand that the Balochistan has 75% youth population, which is highest in Pakistan. Now, how can we engage the 75% youth under CPEC? This is very interesting to see. In this regard, they need to be given more scholarships. So far, 30,000 Pakistani students are studying in China. They have been given scholarships, which is a good news for the students of Pakistan. They have been studying in China. Out of 30,000 scholarships, uh, Balochistan has, by and large, very minimal uh, share in the scholarship. That has to be enhanced to make them, I mean, engaged under scholarships, because everybody knows that China has been making a great deal of progress in science and technology and research and development in agriculture sector. If they are given scholarships to the students of Balochistan, they will learn new ideas and innovation from China, which could be very effective for the Balochistan. In this regard, the government of Balochistan has taken very, I mean, fruitful and effective steps as far as scholarships are concerned. Like Benazir Bhutto scholarship program, the students of Balochistan have been sent to Oxford and Harvard University, and that is also going to play a very important role for the development of Balochistan. 2 months back, the Chinese Ambassador Scholarships Program have been announced between China and Balochistan. Particularly, there are three universities like University of Balochistan, Sardar Badur Khan Women's University, and Gwadar University have received scholarships under the banner of Chinese Ambassador Scholarships. So these scholarships are also going to play a very important role as far as the youth engagement is concerned. Last but not the least, agriculture scholarship program. Under this scholarship program, Balochistan has given 10%. I personally believe that Balochistan needs to be given at least 30% quota under agriculture scholarship program, because it is based on agriculture. I will be talking in my discussion why agriculture is more important for Balochistan, because everybody knows that Balochistan has the is the largest province and area wise. After scholarship, I want to give much focus to the natural resources in mining in Balochistan. When it comes to Balochistan, natural resources appears to be a buzzword. Everybody knows about the natural resources of Balochistan. That Balochistan has Pakistan's 70% natural resources. According to the official statement, Pakistan has $8 trillion minerals. Out of $8 trillion, it can be estimated that Balochistan has $6 trillion or nearly $5 trillion as far as the official statement is concerned. Like copper and gold in recording, I just would like to quote the statement of Bresto, who is the CEO of the Barrick Gold Company. He says that the recording has $65 billion resources, copper. So these coppers could play a very important role in the engagement of youth in Balochistan is concerned. Particularly, the federal as provincial government has a great opportunity to foster vocational training in mining operations, mineral process and value addition, creating jobs in extraction and export-oriented industry skill development program. So these can change the destiny of Balochistan because the poverty elevation in Balochistan by and large is connected with the extraction of natural resources of Balochistan. So this is a great opportunity under CPEC which could be capitalized. Currently, we can see there is uh, tug of war between US and China. Both are very much interested in Balochistan because of the rare earth, the natural resources of Balochistan. In the great power competition, one needs to know that currently China has 92% of the rare earth processing, and America is 68% dependent on China in the rare earth. So, therefore, Balochistan is and has remained a very important country in the context of natural resources. Then I would like to talk about the strategic location and port development. Why Balochistan is so important for Pakistan as well as China or America? To me, Balochistan is mini Pakistan and Pakistan is mega Balochistan. Balochistan connects Pakistan with Central Asia, Middle East, as well as Indo-Pacific. A while ago, I said that the 21st century belongs to Indian Ocean. We can see first time it is happening in international politics. Material and ideational power are going to be shifted from west to east. Now the world is moving towards East Asia, like China, like we can see Southeast Asian countries. Therefore, Indian Ocean, including Pakistan and Balochistan, are becoming very important. So now the question arises here, how can we get maximum dividends from the geography of Balochistan? Balochistan serves as a key transit hub for trade and energy route. I also would like to give some examples of national security policy of Pakistan, which was unveiled in 2022 when Prime Minister of Pakistan Imran Khan disclosed it. And first time it was given a new narrative that Pakistan has shifted its foreign policy from geopolitics to geoeconomics. And Pakistan is going to give more focus to human security and citizen-centric approach and climate change and regional connectivity. So regional connectivity is also very important for CPEC as well as for TAPI pipeline. So therefore, once Balochistan becomes a hub of a transit hub for trade energy, that is going to create more job opportunities for the youth of Balochistan. And most importantly, in the foreseeable future, Gwadar is going to connect 3 billion people of the world. Like I have said before, like the world is moving from west to east. In this regard, Gwadar has to be made a smart port city. Once it is made a smart port city, it creates jobs in port operations, logistics, custom services, okay, trucking, gold chain, and regional trade facilitation with the entrepreneurships in trade services and skills training in maritime operations to capitalize on cross-border commerce with Iran and Afghanistan. So making Gwadar smart port city will change the destiny of Balochistan, and that is going to create more job opportunities for the youth in Balochistan. After the strategic location, I want to give a great deal of concentration to agriculture and livestock sector. First of all, we need to know that for agriculture and livestock sector, a country needs to have enough land. So Balochistan, everybody knows, is the largest province of Pakistan in terms of area. So Balochistan has more land, uncultivated land than Switzerland. So this uncultivated land needs to be cultivated under CPEC. And Balochistan is called fruit basket of Pakistan. More than 60% apples, apricots, pomegranates are produced in Balochistan. And the Pakistan's nearly 30 to 40% vegetables are produced in Balochistan. So therefore, Balochistan is very important in the context of agriculture sector. Okay, supported by the like, for example, Pishi, Nasirabad, livestock sector. Why livestock sector is also important? Because Balochistan's more than 60% population live in rural areas. So they are dependent on livestock sector as well. So livestock and agriculture sector, they are interdependent. So Balochistan has a great potential, particularly in the context of agriculture and livestock sector. For example, that Panjgur district produces 2.50 lakh ton date, which is called like Kajur. So this date can be exported to China and rest of the world. So therefore, much focus should be given to the livestock sector. Awaran district, which is called the capital onion of Pakistan. So Awaran has the highest production of the onion in Pakistan. So similarly, opportunities for youth include modern farming techniques, value chain development, agribusiness starts up, and technical and vocational education and training programs focusing on mechanization and sustainable practices to boost rural employment, where 65% of the labor force is dependent on agriculture sector. But unfortunately, currently we can see most of the uh, gardens of apples, apricots, and they are drying because of the climate change. So climate change is posing a grave threat to the agriculture sector of Balochistan, and therefore, Pakistan and China need to promote climate diplomacy as well. We need to learn from the Chinese model how they have, curbed or mitigated the, consequences of the climate change. Then I will talk about the blue economy of Balochistan. Why Balochistan is so important for Pakistan as far as blue economy is concerned. Balochistan nearly has 750 kilometers of the coastal areas. And blue economy contributes nearly, I will talk about first Maldives, why it is important for the Maldives. It is promoting the blue economy because Maldives is 35% dependent on blue economy. 35% it contributes to its GDP. So Balochistan's 550-kilometer coastal area can be capitalized for creating jobs for the youth. For example, fisheries sector currently it contributes just 10 million. So it has the potential of $10 billion. So most importantly, Balochistan has the world's best sea beaches, so which can be capitalized for the tourism. So these are very much important for coastal areas, offer rich fishing grounds, supplying provincial and export markets. Youth can be involved in sustainable fisheries management, aquaculture, and processing industries with training in modern techniques to combat issues like foreign trawling and create jobs in export-oriented seafood value chains. After that, I will talk about tourism and cultural heritage. Balochistan has much potential as far as tourism is concerned. First of all, like coastal tourism, like the I have talked while ago about the coastal potential. Secondly, there is a religious tourism, like there is a temple of Hindus in Hangul National Park, which is the largest park in Pakistan. Then there is a railway tourism if one wants to visit Balochistan, like Bolan Pass, which has nearly 70 tunnels This is one of the best and stunning landscapes for the railway tourism. Then there is a desert in Balochistan. Then there is a eco-tourism, particularly in the context of Ziyarat, which has 7 to 5,000 years old trees in Ziyarat. Balochistan is very much different as compared to other provinces because it has ocean, it has desert, it has mountainous areas, and it has plain areas. So it has a much potential for the tourism. And most importantly, Pakistan has the oldest civilization, which is in Mehrgarh civilization. This is a 9,000 years old civilization. So we can also promote civilizational tourism in Balochistan. So that potential can be capitalized and it can create enough job opportunities for the youth and they can be engaged. Engaging youth through ecotourism ventures, hospitality training, and digital marketing initiatives can foster entrepreneurships, particularly for rural and female youth, while promoting cultural preservation and economic diversification. I would like to say why tourism is most important for Balochistan and Pakistan. Tourism in 2024 contributed $55 billion to the Turkey's GDP. And in the same year, tourism contributed $215 billion to the US GDP. Xinjiang, which is the largest province of China, contributed nearly $70 billion to the China's GDP. Most of the Chinese they are interested to visit. I mean the Xinjiang because of its beautiful land mass. Same is the case with Balochistan. It can be used for the domestic as well as for the international tourists because tourism, like the other infrastructure, does not need enough money, so it just need will. Now, when it comes to the second phase of CPEC, in second phase of CPEC, much focus is going to be given to industrialization, agriculture, science and technology, and skill development. And we need to remember that a country can never become strong military power unless it gives enough focus to the industrialization. We have tangible examples of, British, USSR, America, currently China, how they became a global power because they shifted from agriculture-based economy to the industrialization economy. So Pakistan has enough potential for in becoming an industrialized country, like we have discussed the minerals, natural resources. Then agriculture, still Pakistan is dependent on agriculture. It contributes 23% to its GDP and it also creates 45% jobs. But we need diversification. So in CFAC, it produces an opportunity to diversify the economy. And science and technology, we know that it is an era of science and technology because currently it is very unfortunate that science and technology just contributes $4 billion to Pakistan's GDP as compared to India, which contributes $205 billion. So we need to engage into introspection and ponder over the new potential of science and technology and skill development. The Balochistan specific projects emphasizing connectivity and special economic zones. We need to give more focus to the special economic zones. Currently in Balochistan, there is just one special economic zones, which is called Bostan Special Economic Zones, which has to be functionalized. I just want to give an example of Xinjiang, which is the first city of China in 1980s. The Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping he created the first special economic zones in Xinjiang. Currently, it contributes $500 billion to the China's GDP. Just one city is contributing $500 billion to the China's GDP. On the other hand, Pakistan's total GDP is $360 billion. So therefore, special economic zones are important. Why? Because It produces industrial jobs, skills training in manufacturing, and entrepreneurial ventures in joint statements. Then skill developments and education. China has already added vocational and technical training centers. In Gwadar offers free scholarships and accommodation for the local students in technical skills. Then energy and renewable energy. Balochistan once again has enough potential for the renewable wind and solar potential. Coastal and high plateau areas plus gas fields. These enable local people. Blue economy and seafood value chains. Last but not the least, university industrial research chairs, applied labs can play a very important role by creating jobs for the youth. Thank you so much. This is from all from my side.
Uh, Sir, everything is fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
You complete, sir, your presentation?
Yeah, completed.
Oh, thank you very much for your presentation, sir. अच्छा असल में बेसिकली इंटरनेट का इशू है तो जो मॉडरेटर है वो लाहौर में शी इज लिविंग लाहौर दैट्स वाई तो मैं ही इसको कर रहा हूँ अच्छा सर सम क्वेश्चन है हम ले लेते हैं तो फरहान अली ने वो पूछ रहा है कि एज वी आर लिस्टिंग द सीपेक गोइंग टू बी हब ऑफ द बिजनेस एंड इकोनॉमी but we haven't seen anything yet. CB division and Nasirabad division and CPEC is strict only Gwadar. Thank you.
Of course, when we talk about CPEC, so far under CPEC, $28 billion amount has been spent across the country. Out of $28 billion, Balochistan so far has received $850 million, and most of the amount has been spent in Gawadar. Rest of the province, I think the participant has asked, particularly CB like Nasirabad, they have not seen the dividends. Therefore, I talked much about the agriculture sector. If you just see Nasirabad division or CB, they have enough potential. In first phase, Balochistan didn't receive enough dividends. In second phase, I would like to say that CP and Nasirabad can play a very important role as far as their agriculture potential is concerned. This is my wish, and I will also convey my message that these regions should get maximum benefits in the second phase, because in second phase they are giving more focus to the agriculture sector. So agriculture sector should be capitalized under the second phase of CPEC.
Thank you, sir. Another question about Muhammad Kamil is asking about how can government policy under the CPEC can be redesigned to ensure direct youth participation in Balochistan development projects. Thank you.
I personally believe that there has to be inclusive policies. I mean, in inclusive policies that we need to, decentralize the power, and much focus should be given to the local potential. For example, if I want to give an example of the northern Balochistan, from Job to Khanozai district, this part of Pakistan or Balochistan is one of the best lands for the cultivation of pasture or almonds. So this is a local production. Much focus should be given to this. Then when it comes to the production of date, like I gave the example of Panjgur, it produces 250,000 lakh ton date. So much focus then should be given to this district, because we need to quantify the districts. And then I talked about the blue economy, like 750 kilometer area. So we need to quantify and we need to carry out research on blue economy. So therefore, it requires local approach. Each region of Balochistan, like a while ago I talked about Sibi or Nasirabad, this part of Balochistan is very much, has enough potential in the agriculture sector. So we need to redesign our policies. In first phase, I think so everybody knows that Balochistan didn't get enough dividends as compared to other provinces. But in the second phase, there is much potential which can be capitalized.
Sir, thank you very much for your comprehensive. Sir, uh, Khalil Ahmed is asking about what kind of opportunities are accepted to be created in future for the youth of Balochistan and how students should upskill themselves to become part of CPEC either in the first phase or second phase. Thank you.
I think so. I have talked comprehensively about the potential of Balochistan, which can create many job opportunities like scholarships. They need to be sent to particularly to China, and they have already been sent. I gave the example of Chinese ambassador scholarships. There are three universities: University of Balochistan, Sardar Bahadur Khan Women's University, and Gwadar University. So students are going to be sent to China. Definitely, they will learn from the Chinese modernization once they come back to Balochistan, and they will contribute for Balochistan. Then I talked about the natural resources. There has enough natural resources. Vocational training in mining operations should be operationalized. Mineral processing should be operationalized. Creating jobs in extraction and export oriented industrial skills. These are the potential, then strategic location. I have talked comprehensively about agriculture and livestock sector, which required, sufficient attention, particularly in the second phase of CPEC.
Finally, last question about how we can ensure that local youth of Balochistan are not just observers but real stakeholders in the CPEC process. And sir, in your opinion, what is the biggest barrier that stop educated youth in Balochistan from the contributing to development projects like CPEC? Thank you.
I think so. The biggest barrier or obstacle you can say is first of all that is security. Uh, Security challenges are supposed to be addressed. If there is a instability or there are attacks from different separatist groups, so no one is willing to invest in Balochistan. Like in $26 billion, like I've said that under CPEC so far has been invested. Only 850
Enter कौन सा
million
वाला? Enter
has been
enter.
invested. That is security.
यो
First, we need to address the security. Secondly, there is an issue of infrastructure. In all Balochistan, you cannot find expressway. More than 6,000 people are being killed annually just because of the traffic incidents. And currently, we can see 60% population even do not have electricity, and there is a net suspicion. So, to me, some issues of the government are also supposed to be addressed, and security challenges are supposed to be addressed. And most importantly, if there is no infrastructure of road and development, Chinese say that if you want to get rich, first you need to make road. If there is no road, if there is no infrastructure, there will be no development and no progress and advancement.
सर थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर टाइम तो आपने बहुत कॉम्प्रिहेंसिवली हमें बताया कि सीपेक जो चाइनीज़ और पाकिस्तान के बायलेटरल जो एग्रीमेंट है प्रोजेक्ट है उसको यूथ कैसे उसका फ़ायदा उठा सकती है तो यूथ किसी भी नेशन का एक सरमाया होता है तो बलूचिस्तान में भी जो बड़ी ह्यूज अपॉर्चुनिटीज मौजूद हैं, तो यूथ उससे कैसे फ़ायदा उठा सकती है। तो सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर टाइम। आपने हमें टाइम दिया, और स्पेशली आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल ऑफ पार्टिसिपेंट, उन्होंने जो हमें टाइम दिया। सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच। अगर
वेलकम
अगर आप
वेलकम।
कोई मैसेज देना चाहें फाइनली विद इन 1 मिनट यू कैन ऐड। थैंक यू सर।
मैसेज तो बस मेरा ये है कि एवरी चैलेंज क्रिएट्स एन इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी। चैलेंजेस तो आते रहते हैं और उनको चैलेंजेस को हमने कैसे कैपिटलाइज करना है, इसकी बड़ी एग्जांपल ये है जिस तरह चाइना और पाकिस्तान दोनों की तरफ से ये बयानिया है कि हायर देन हिमालय स्वीटर देन हनी डीपर देन ओशियन। लेकिन हमें चाइना से सीखना होगा, क्योंकि चाइना राइज कर रहा है और उनकी बड़ी स्टेक्स है इस रीजन में। और चाइना की बड़ी एग्जांपल ये है कि 1840 से लेकर 1940 तक, जो ये 100 साल थे, ये चाइनीज की तारीख में कहा जाता है सेंचुरी ऑफ नेशनल ह्यूमिलेशन। चाइना पे हर तरफ से अटैक्स होते थे, चाहे वो जापान था या यूएसएसआर था या ब्रिटिश था, क्योंकि चाइना बहुत बड़ा कमज़ोर था, इंटरनली भी एक्सटर्नली भी। अब हमने देखा 3 सितंबर को जो उन्होंने जापान के खिलाफ जो विक्ट्री सेलिब्रेट की थी 80 साल के बाद, तो वो अब उन्होंने कन्वे कर दिया मैसेज दुनिया को कि अब हम वो कमज़ोर कौम नहीं है जिस तरह हम पहले हम पे अटैक्स होते थे। तो अब सवाल ये पैदा हो रहा है कि चाइना कैसे मजबूत बना।